sitting here drinking my coffee thinking, my pajamas. I wonder if anybody else is at family's house, up early this morning, away from home, with their children who aren't always perfect. And I woke up and was like, I better get up. This is the only time I'm gonna have alone all day. Which I'm sure is what my parents think. My mother's probably about to be up thinking the same thing. Drinking a cup of instant coffee, Cafe Bustelo. Hi, Erin. So we've come to visit my parents for Christmas, which is very nice. It's about 10 degrees in Miami, and every year my mother is like, you need to bring a turtleneck. Do they even make turtlenecks anymore? I haven't seen them in years. Well, now we're down here, and I'm like, holy fricky fruck. Lori, we're doing a subscriber video at 9. I wouldn't do one this early for y'all. We have to wait for my mother to wake up so she can tell all my supporters about how my dad spent a lot of time at the Bumble booth in Coconut Grove because he thought it was eBay. Anyway, that's at 9. Subscriber, supporters, see you at 9. There's the door. Let's see who it is. I mean, is it even 7 o'clock? Oh, it's the best person on the planet that's gotten up.
It's on the planet.
It's on the planet? Are you on the planet?
Yes.
I thought you were asleep. Are you not asleep?
Are you laughing?
Did you think Daddy was Mommy in the bed?
Yes.
I heard you.
Hi.
Hi, you were saying hi, Daddy. Hi. Hi, Daddy. Do you want me to get your iPad?
Yes.
You sit right here, I'll get it. I gotta go find it. Then what you do is you don't want anybody else to wake up. Yes, that's our bedroom. It sounds like a landing zone in there because we think if we have enough noise happening that people might sleep. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Mommy.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mommy. I'm really giving away all my secrets around here. It's warmer in Chicago than High Point. It's 27. I mean, I don't know what temperature it is here, but I'm cold. I mean, I think I brought flip-flops. I have no idea what temperature it is. It ain't 60. It's probably 50. When I was little, we came down here for Christmas, and it was in the 40s. And either we didn't have heat or my grandparents wouldn't turn it on. I remember all the pictures were all wrapped up in blankets. Here comes another one. But this is my mother. 8 inches in Stockport. Oh, 8 degrees. Ooh. Y'all are all awfully perky. So I really like today. Today is Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is kind of stressful to me because you have Santa, you have church, and you have presents and cookies, carrots, reindeer sparkle food, and then you have Christmas. And Christmas is sort of like a, dun dun dun. But Christmas Eve to me is like a Friday after school. Friday is my favorite day of the weekend because there's so much anticipation of what's coming. Say what you're thinking. What did Megan say? And really yesterday we flew from Raleigh, and I shared, I was like, Amos, we had the best flight day we've ever had. We flew with Delta, who we've been flying with. I've always flown with them a little bit, but we're full on like pure T Delta people now. Not being paid to say that. We got to the airport. They had our boarding passes ready. Our friend Rebecca that works with Delta, she was ready. She sat on the floor with Amos so we could check our bags. We got on the airplane, and you know, like if you're in first class, which we weren't, you get lots of snacks and they bring you the snacks by. But if you're in not first class, you get one snack. I bet he ate 8 bags of goldfish. Every time she would come by, I'd be like, I need 2 more bags of goldfish. And she would kind of look at me like, okay. Or do you want a drink? I was like, I need one of those bottles of water so we can put a top on his. Okay. "70 degrees Fahrenheit in Sydney, Australia at 11:20 and high humidity." I want to go to Australia. Damn it. It's hot here. Balmy 27 here. Working tomorrow. My niece works for Delta. Oh, see, Stephanie agrees. Christmas Adam. Get it? Adam then Eve. Oh my gosh, Susan, that's all bad. Anyway, these people are going to get up and then they're going to start looking at me and saying, what are we going to do? Who's taking a shower at this time of day? Oh, it's my mother. Yep, she's next. The children want to go to the Lululemon store because, you know, why not go get depressed? But then people in exercise clothes 2 days before Christmas. Russell wants to go fishing so we can have fish for dinner. That's a real commitment there. Oh, somebody's flying somewhere. This is a cat right here. Baby. Edinburgh, Scotland, very wet. That is a huge cup. I think this is my dad's cup and I stole it because the other cups, if you put them in the microwave, they like burn your hand. Ugh. Deborah's cold in Australia. Deborah, I'll see you in the Subsporter video at 9 o'clock. My dad is going to be talking to us about Bumble. Bumble. It was a Bumble booth. My dad, you know, wandered into it and asked for a bunch of free stuff. Who is Honor with? Honor is with our nanny, Mary. And Honor does not have her flight certification, though we need to get it. But we would love to have Honor here, but my parents have a very mean cat. And when you go stay with family, sometimes you have to accept that there might be parameters on your going to stay there. Also, where we are, Honor likes to, well, she's, you know, likes to run around and go to the beach. So some of the stuff we do is not very Honor conducive. Like going to the zoo. I mean, Honor would probably love the zoo. I don't know if the zoo would be the best place for Honor to go look at like chimpanzees. You look so relaxed. Well, I got some of the best messages. I had somebody named Ed Dirt. I don't know who Ed Dirt is. I'm suspicious that it's somebody with a fake profile. And Ed Dirt was like, you claim to be so poor, and here you're on a trip. Have I ever claimed to be poor? I mean, I don't think I would have named this blog that if I were poor, because then it would look ridiculous. I'm not saying I'm like flying on a private plane or first class or anything, but I'm definitely not poor. And nor is Ed Dirt, I'd like to add. If Ed Dirt is spending this much time on Facebook, I mean, it ain't like he's no North Korean either. So I got a message from Ed Dirt. And then I got a message from a woman who was like, I was watching Larry Nassar and I saw you in the interview. Isn't Larry Nassar like the doctor for the Olympians? So she thought I was a gymnast. A gymnast. Look at me. I look like a gymnast? Right, dirt. And then, and then I got one. The one, this woman yesterday, she sent me a message. Now, this person goes out of their way to send me a message. It's one thing to comment on a post, but to send a message, I mean, that's a commitment. And the message says, all you ever do is complain, period. Now, of course, I have to go to this person's profile. And the profile is blessed and something and something. They either got cats or they're talking about being blessed. Now, if people are really blessed, do they go on other people's Facebook pages and send them messages? No. You can't pretend to be the Pope and be mean all at the same time. Speaking of mean, there's the mean cat. What does the cat want? I'm not doing anything for this cat because this cat might bite me. Oh, yeah, the know-it-all t-shirts came in. I brought my dirty one down here because I have to get it washed. What other messages have I gotten this week that have been good? I just like blessed. Right? I know. Hi, Cindy. So weird. Joanne, you need to become a subscriber. You would like it. A lot of just shooting the shit like this, which I don't usually do on this page. I just felt like there might be somebody alone somewhere that was like, oh my gosh, I've lost my mind. I've gone to my parents' house for the week of Christmas and I have a child with autism and they have a mean cat. And then they're going to start asking you, what do you want to have for dinner 8 days in advance? Or you're going to be like, what are we going to have for lunch? Oh, I got a tray of sandwiches from Lowe's Foods, which I ate. Yes, I did. I ate them. I like the name Ed Dirt. Of course you do. Ed Dirt. I'm just here with my 85-year-old stubborn mama. Is she asleep yet? Is she asleep? So yesterday when we got here, we were exhausted. We left at like 5 in the morning. I was tired. Amos and I took a nap from 2 to 5. And then my dad's like, well, look who's up. I was like, you act like, what did I miss? I mean, I had Amos in here 2 to 5, asleep, dead asleep. Well, you're not going to sleep tonight. I was like, oh, well, you bet your bottom dollar I will. So sleep by 10. What's the temperature there? It's cold. It's cold, as Robin Williams would say in Vietnam. It's cold. It's hot. Deborah, you tell your husband to mind his own business. Get outside and wash some windows. Thank you. I am alone. Oh, Judy. I don't like anybody being alone on Christmas. That's not good. No, we like friends around. Yes, we do. That's one thing, I don't feel alone. You know, you can feel alone though. I tell you, so yesterday, this is an example of feeling alone, and then I got to get off this video and go, I don't know, do something. Should I add Bailey's to my coffee? I was thinking about having a Bloody Mary this morning because I was like, you know, then I wouldn't be hungover on Christmas. I always have a Bloody Mary on Christmas morning. Oh, but yesterday we were at the airport. Some moldy goggles if you need any. And Amos, like we call it the walk-evator, you know? Move on. Nobody cares about your whiny opinion. What did Carol say? Carol. I don't even see Carol's opinion. I want to see Carol's whiny opinion. Damn it. Carol, where are you? She wears me out. I'm glad you find those messages funny. Oh, God, I find stuff funny. I can't see Carol's opinion. Damn it. Ignore the blessed Karen attitude. Okay, so Carol's like, me? Carol didn't say anything. Hey, Meg. Carol said, what did I say? I don't think Nancy meant to reply to you, Carol. We're going to have subscriber wars. Okay, so yesterday we're in the airport. And the walk-avator is what I call it, the thing that you walk on that's moving, like an escalator, but it's flat. Well, Amos loves to haul ass on those things. The wrong way, the right way, it doesn't matter. Well, yesterday he kept running down one and then he'd come back on the other one. Now, I don't care where he runs, in what direction, is not a concern of mine. But I didn't want to chase after him. And my family, of course, like poof, vanishes because, you know, why would they help in the airport? They get real busy and have to like go buy a book or something crazy. The idea of somebody reading on a plane. But anyway, he's running and he doesn't, like the 12th time, instead of turning around, he just keeps flying straight. Now, I would like to say Amos is faster than I am. So then I start running. And there's a load of people going to Atlanta at the next gate. Well, if you see a child running, a small blonde child who seems to be running like loosey-goosey, and then you see a mother running like probably 90 seconds later, would you say anything? Because here's what I would say. This is why my children call me Karen. If I had been one of those people and seen the child running into a crowd, I would have been like, there he is. Are you looking for the little boy? I mean, I'm my mother's child, right? Like, I know no strangers. I know everybody's birthday at Kmart. She's from Ohio. That's my Yankee lineage. It's kindness and familiarity. Well, I get down there and I'm like looking at people who are like this. There's no eye contact, no like smile, just blank stares. So I'm like, have you seen a little blonde boy coming through? And she was like, I keep running. I'm running past the bookstore up to where the Starbucks is. And I'm like, did a small child with blonde hair run by here? And the one person said no, like affirmatively enough that I was like, okay, I believe him. Because at that point, I turned around. The airport is very large. And I start yelling. Of course, no, there's 8,000 people. Amos, Amos. And I was mortified. And you know, I was embarrassed because all those people acted like they were above helping look for a small child. Isn't it weird? Oh, I understand, Mindy. I try to do videos over here. Just the subscriber group. It's fun. So then I hear him, and I'm like, and I turn to all these. This is a true story. I turned to all these people. I'm sweating at this point, and I was like, "Have my if you people ever see a small child with autism running aimlessly, you should say, I see a child." I mean, I said that to like 80 people. And nothing. I got nothing. Nothing. I mean, what in the hell? It's at the Raleigh airport of the people going to Atlanta. I mean, nothing. Like, I was thinking, I almost said, and I was like, oh God. I almost said, I mean, you people are about like those people on that subway where that woman got raped. I mean, what in the hell? Yeah, I found him. But Jessica, I mean, I was like, if I don't find him, what the hell am I going to do? One, my whole family is, you know, off looking at books. Two, this airport is huge, and he will hop on an elevator or do anything. He has no concept. So then when I saw him, he said, Sit in the stroller. Like, he was clearly looking for the stroller. He said something like, sit in the stroller, and I found him, and I took him back down to our gate. Yeah, I should have, like, people are consumed with themselves. Well, it's like they're embarrassed to, maybe people don't know how to be in public anymore. Maybe they've been inside so long in the pandemic, they're just watching TikTok. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. TikTok is the most widely visited site. It has 1 billion users. Do you think I need to start TikTok? A TikTok show? I said that to my daughter last night, and she was like, I thought you hated TikTok. It's like, well, I might hate it unless I made some money on it. Then I might love TikTok. No, I just think, Anessa, I think these people are just, they're probably thinking he needs to be in a stroller. I dress my kids like highlighters to make them easier to spot. Now, that's a good idea. I do that when we go skiing. Not that I'm like letting Amos loose on a ski slope. No, I just think it was like they didn't know how to interact. And again, my mother has no enemies. My mother talks to every person on the planet. I am used to talking to no one you know. You just talk. Like those Progressive commercials where he's like, don't say anything, don't say anything. Mm-mm. Yeah. So, TikTok is annoying. I know. Anyway, Brooke, I'll see you at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Subscriber video. It's a little lady looking confused in the parking lot. Several people walked right past her. She couldn't find her car. Yes, I mean, exactly. I'd probably get too involved. I'm like, what's happening? What do you need? And they're like, nothing. I just have to go to the bathroom. I don't know. Yeah, and I've always been so, like, embarrassed for my mother. Like, oh, my God, we're at Kmart. She's like, have you met Ron? His granddaughter. I told her about your blog because her sister's cousin has a child with autism. Yours and another mother I know. Yes, my godmother, Meg's mother. They're the same. But you get used to that, and then you kind of realize at 40, how old am I? 46? Maybe that's kind of nice. Maybe I like that. Maybe I like familiarity. Nubia. Thank you, Nubia. No, it would help. Nubia, yes. Catch them. Catch the children running. Catch them, catch them, catch them. And then this is, I can like find all sorts of things about myself when I start really thinking back. Like yesterday, this woman, so when you get off the airplane, I mean, this is so dumb. You get off the airplane and they're like, please, if you're getting a stroller or your suitcase, all the people probably like y'all, take your suitcases and then check them at the door to the plane. I guess so you don't have to pay for them at the gate. And then I'm like, why do the airlines make you? It's such a pain in the ass. But anyway, I'm not that person. I can't drag a suitcase that far. I mean, I just don't. I have some credit card. It's like $20 a year and you get free luggage. So there you go. But he's like, stand against this sidewall. I do what I'm told. I'm not exactly a rule follower. I stand against the sidewall. Well, this woman is in front of me. She's standing on the back wall where the luggage is going. And finally, the woman says, the other woman who works there is like, ma'am, we're putting the luggage here. Could you move? She moves, like, so if this is the doorway and we're standing on this wall right here, she does this. Literally right in the middle of where people are walking. I'm not kidding. No. And then I noticed she has a dog on her back with a service vest on. Now, one thing that pisses me off more than anything is a fake service dog. And so she's getting her bag, like, about to run over. I'm like, excuse us. That's what I always say. Excuse us when somebody's, like, trying to run us over. And then we get down to baggage check. And I'm like, oh, tell me about your service dogs. What disability task does it perform? And then she pretends she doesn't speak English. I heard her speaking English to the flight attendant. I was like, sir, task. So, FYI, little service dog facts for y'all. If somebody has a service dog, you can always say, what disability task does your dog perform? That's what's legal to ask. You can't say, is that a service dog? But they should be able to tell you 2 tasks legally by ADA. She's like, 125. So what the hell are you talking about? Hilaria Baldwin, yes. And then she like tried to run away like she was busy. And then we were like going to get a cab and she's just standing around. I was like, I see you pretending you don't speak English. But when you're down here, especially in Miami, like I was telling Mom, we were up at Winn-Dixie buying something, and this woman, literally in line, and a woman came and got right in front of us. I never in my life have been in a line and had somebody get in front of me and act like it was no big deal. I mean, I was like, I said to the cashier, what's she doing? She was like, that's what they do. Like, really? You just get in front of people in line? I've just never seen anything like this. Don't they have to have papers with the dog, not just the vest? So when you fly with a service dog, you do have to, like your vet has to fill out something. Yes, you can't just show up like you can going into a restaurant. It's a little stricter, but I have a feeling some people's veterinarians are willing just to lie, I guess. I don't know. I don't think my veterinarian would. Yeah, so see, Mindy, your dog would be welcome on a plane. Tiny dogs in backpacks don't feel like service dogs to me because I don't know what disability tasks you could do in the backpack. But what do I know? I'm no expert. That's why I asked. Because I'm Karen, Adrienne Karen Wood. Okay, I've got to go. I've got to go warm up my coffee. I'm going to put the subscriber link in my group for regular videos, behind the scenes chaos with my family. And I'll see y'all at 9 a.m. Have a good Christmas.